What's up, guys? Tim from Olsen Motorsports, Todd from Olsen Motorsports. He's behind the camera. Because he's had a lot of coffee this morning if the camera is shaky. And on our last video we showed on this 993 C2, we showed how to take everything apart. And we kind of wanted to talk about like some of our favorite tools. And the thing that Todd and I hate the most, I hate getting dirty, Todd hates cleaning parts. So we try to make sure that we have the right tools to clean the parts. And there's a couple different ways that you can do it. So this is a magnesium chain box, which is super, super fragile. And then this is the backside of the cam seal, and that's another piece that we have to clean. So we have a couple different things that we go to, a couple different styles of scrapers. This is a snap-on scraper. So this is a scraper here that has a point and an edge on it. This one here is the same style, but it's got a little flat blunt object right here. And then this is a Mueller carbide scraper that you can scrape both directions. So these are like, and then this is a snap-on seal puller. So Todd's my favorite tool, so he's going to show you how we're going to use the tools. Yeah, how to use the tools, exactly. Okay. And kind of like which proper scraper to use in each application. So we have this one, we have to take that gasket off, we have to take that O-ring off.
So I'm going to use the seal remover first instead of using a pick, in case we need to save the rubber O-ring, which we don't in this case, but we can use this, which is non-marring, to get the seal off. And I'm going to take this off first so I can grip this a little better while I'm scraping.
If you look at this tool here, you'll see it's got a spoon on it, and there's no sharp edges at all. So you can really use this to dig down inside and get an O-ring
and
out.
Not leave any marking or scoring on the piece that you're trying to remove. So I'm going to use the scraper now. This gasket's pretty wet, but we're just going to hold it at a little bit of an angle and work it around, and it very easily takes the gasket right off the surface. It doesn't leave much. So then we have a little bit left.
A rag. Yeah, and then what would you use? What would you use to get sort of the rest of this off? Which scraper of the three would you use?
I would probably use this one, which you can just gently come across the surface, and you'll see it'll take the rest of that glue and residue off.
And that won't dig in?
No, and it's not going to dig in, and it's not going to leave marks. It's really not even scratching it at all. It's just taking the surface stuff off. This is also a fine machine surface, so there's nothing really for it to catch on and drag across, but something like this, you need to make sure we're not gouging or making big marks in it.
This is for your hands, because I know you like to.
It's too late for that. We've passed that point. But clean parts are good.
And after you wipe that off, you like to just add a little bit of Scotch-Brite to it. We also have a vapor blaster, and normally we would not even follow this process. We would vapor blast our parts, but this is more for, you know, guys that are doing it in their garage and they're trying to figure out the right way to surface prep. And the reason we have all these different tools is gouges in the aluminum, especially on something like mag, which is super soft, will create leaks in the long run. So preparation is key.
We're all clean.
And tell us why you wouldn't use this scraper on mag.
Because mag is a softer metal, and if you accidentally dig too deep, you can put a cut or a slice or make like a chisel chunk out of it, and then that's something that essentially will never end up being to be sealed.
Yeah, like case in point here, we have this piece here, right? And if I scrape like this, you can see what happened just there. I have a little tiny burr, and if I pick up a little burr, I can use that, and I can actually scrape material off.
Yes.
With that. Whereas if you take this one, I can go on a flat surface here, See how I'm just polishing it, but I'm not actually gouging and moving material like I did over there.
Yeah, it only takes a little bit of an angle with the wrong tool to put marks in something that you can't ever fill back in.
And if you had something like this where you had a piece of the gasket that was frozen on there, then you would use something like this.
Yes.
Or you could also use a razor blade.
Correct. You'd still got to be careful, but
Yeah.
yes. So for something like the mag,
You can kind of see it, Keith, if you zoom in here, you can see what we have on the mag. We have little deposits right here, that little rough
and
area.
here it's really rough too. So I'll start up there because it's flat right now, so you can see. You just have to see how it takes that leftover material and scrapes it.
That's pretty good. But if you were to use a scraper like this one has not so bad of an edge, but it's not super flat. If you notice here, I'm riding over the top. If you hear the audible difference, and I'm not grabbing anything, I'm just riding over the top. And it takes a lot more effort to get to the same result. And I'm just basically sitting here scraping away, but I'm not getting a lot of that gunk is still on there. But I can take this Mueller and go like this. And in like 3 passes, I'm completely smooth.
Okay. Finish it off a little with the Scotch-Brite just to get the little fine debris that's on there.
Yeah, and mag, when you get mag clean, and you'll have this kind of like dull, kind of almost like a luster, but it's almost like a dull finish to it. And that's basically what you're taking a little bit of the oxidation out of the mag, but once you get that kind of dull surface right there, then it's time to degrease it and put a new gasket on it.
Yep.
So all of these are available. These are all Snap-on here, and this is Mueller Craig. These are available, I think, on Amazon if I remember correctly, or from your local tool truck. But that's what we're doing here, and then we'll follow up with a video on our vapor blasting techniques for the same engine. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, and if you have any ideas on what you guys use to remove the gaskets and that maybe we can use in our systems and processes so we don't have to sit here and clean all day long, let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.
And Eric, I need a new hat. Send me one. Thanks, buddy. I'm just gonna hand you shit, right?
Bro, I'm not getting my hands dirty. You crazy?
So you'll explain and I'll do the manual labor?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
That's pretty much how it
All
works.
right, I'm game.
You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry. Let's do it.
All right.